Hey guys, welcome to You the Boss podcast, episode 97. Today we're going to talk about being in a place where we're stop making excuses. We're going to start getting honest and we're going to become the version of ourselves that we keep talking about. Today's episode is for the person who keeps saying, I just need more time. More time to start, more time to heal, more time to build the business, more time to work out, more time to finally focus on yourself. I'm here to pose the question, what if time isn't the issue at all? What if the real problem is focus? Most of us are not lacking hours, we're lacking direction, we're lacking discipline. We're lacking the ability to protect our attention in a world that's designed to steal it. We live in a culture right now where there is constant distraction. You wake up and you immediately check your phone. You check your emails. You check your social media. You compare your life before your feet even hit the floor. You consume about 45 motivational videos, but you never apply a single thing. You start 5 or 6 different projects, you don't finish any of them. Your brain is overloaded, overstimulated, and it's exhausted. And then we wonder why we feel stuck. Here's the truth. Distraction is expensive. Every time you constantly switch your attention, you lose momentum. Every time you compare your timeline to someone else's highlight reel, you lose confidence. Every time you overconsume instead of executing, you delay your own growth. You don't need more information. You don't need to have it figured out. You just need implementation. You don't need another perfectly curated morning routine from TikTok. You need to consistently with the basics you already know. Because focus is what creates results. The people that you admire are not magically more motivated than you. They're not, some extraterrestrial being that has all these things figured out. They just learned to protect their energy and direct their attention toward what actually matters to them. Focus is saying no to things that don't align. Focus is staying committed when something gets boring. Focus is choosing growth over short-term dopamine. And comparison, forget it. Comparison is one of the fastest ways to destroy focus. The moment that you obsess over what everyone else is doing, you disconnect from your own assignment. Someone else's success does not mean that you're behind. I want you to listen to that again. Someone else's focus does not mean that you're behind. You're not behind because your path looks different. You're not failing because your growth is slower. And you definitely do not need to become someone else to become successful. Half of the anxiety that people carry today comes from trying to consume everyone else's purpose while neglecting their own. You don't need to watch more people win. You just need to spend more time building. Here's something else that nobody's really talking about right now, and that's that overconsumption can feel productive when it's actually procrastination. Listening to podcasts all day isn't growth if you never apply anything. Buying another self-help book or listening to that YouTuber or buying another meal plan or paying for that organization app, that's not going to do anything. You're not going to see a transformation if you refuse to change your habits. Watching content about discipline is not the same thing as being disciplined. Growth requires action. And sometimes the next level of your life isn't unlocked through learning more. It's unlocked through finally doing what you already know you should be doing. Maybe your next level looks like deleting distractions, waking up earlier, protecting your peace, finishing what you start, spending less time scrolling, being fully present, saying no more often, simplifying your goals. Clarity comes from movement, not overthinking. The people who build meaningful lives are not perfect people, they're focused people. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed lately, maybe the answer isn't adding more to your life. Maybe it's removing what's pulling you away from who you're trying to become. Protect your attention, protect your mind, protect your momentum. Where your focus goes, your life follows. And the version of you that you keep dreaming about, those days are built with intention. They're built with consistency and being repeated over and over. It's not through time, it's through better focus. Here are 4 practical tools that I think can help you kind of navigate this space and allow yourself to be less distracted and have some more focus back into your life. Number 1, the top 3 rule. Every morning, write down 3 important things that you need to complete that day. Not 10, not 20, 3. This trains your brain to prioritize instead of reacting. Number 2, time blocking. Assign specific times for focused work, rest, scrolling, workouts, creative time. What gets scheduled gets protected. I recently was having a conversation with a good friend of mine, and there was a lot of chatter around the kids are so busy, they're constantly in sports and they're this and that, and we're exhausted. And the statement from my friend was that they believe their kids need to be busy. It keeps their energy honed in, it keeps them focused, it keeps them good kids. And I said, I think that's a great idea. And I also think that you should schedule the same way that you schedule everything months in advance, their summer, their all that stuff. You should also schedule in the rest, because that rest, that blocking of time is just as important as the other things that need to get done. Number 3, dopamine detox hours. Choose 1 to 2 hours daily with no social media, no TV, no unnecessary notifications, and use that time to create, think, journal, read, or work deeply. Whether that's meditating, whether that's doing yoga. For me, right now in the summertime, that's gardening. It's going outside, watering the plants, pruning things. For you, that may look like just reorganizing the clothes. Maybe it is sporadically journaling. You have to make that detox time. Number 4, consumption to creation ratio. For every hour that you spend consuming content, spend equal time creating something. So whether that's just writing, maybe it's planning, maybe if you are a content creator, it's recording, it's building, it's practicing. This shifts you from a passive obsessor to an active participant in your life. A couple of books that I can make the suggestion on are Essentialism by Greg McKeown. It's a powerful book about cutting out distractions, simplifying your life, and focusing only on what truly matters. Another book is The One Thing by Gary Keller and Jay Papasan. This book teaches you how focusing on one priority at a time creates a bigger result than constantly multitasking. And the last book that I want to suggest is Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport. I actually did this book on Audible a while back, and it is a great read about reclaiming your attention from social media, overstimulation, and constant digital distraction. And I also think it points towards not just focusing on those things being only bad, because obviously they are good. They do give us connection where maybe sometimes we're lacking it in person, but it just gives you the edge, so to speak, that you're able to find a way to disconnect from that and compartmentalize the digital world. Before we end this episode, I'm going to leave you with this. Your life is shaped by what you give your attention to. Not every distraction deserves access to you. Not every opinion deserves your energy. And not everything online deserves a response from you. You do not need to move faster. You just need to move with intention. The version of you that you're trying to become is built in the quiet moments. The moments where you choose discipline over distraction, focus over comparison, and action over overthinking. So this week, challenge yourself to protect your momentum. Spend less time watching other people build their lives and spend more time building your own. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you next week.